right, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Success Zone Monday morning edition. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I know we did, and just so everybody knows, we conduct Success Zone every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 7 a.m. Pacific time, and this is for the purpose of just ongoing training. Okay, this is a no recruiting zone, so it doesn't matter what company you represent, which product, because at the end of the day, okay, no matter what you do and how you do it, you need someone to use your product or service. And you're also, no matter what company you're with, looking for people that are looking for a way to change their financial situations. So this is just ongoing training, guys. Feel free to share this with people if you see value to it. And today's topic that we're going to talk about is testimonial training. And I'm going to put this up here. This is just for me. I actually, it's so funny. I lost the PowerPoint slide presentation, so I'm just going back to when I did it before. So, you know, in any business that you do, in any business that you have, the key component to it, the key is really your ability to share what you have with people. And, you know, every company has an initial video. They may have a website. Whatever they have is usually what you're supposed to use to intrigue people. Because you got to remember, okay, in our business, it's all about getting people's attention. And once you get somebody's attention, like I said, whether that's through a video, through a website, through a text message, whatever you're using, once you have the interest is when your testimonial comes into play. And there's a recipe. There's a recipe. And the recipe is you're trying to create, right, and communicate to people, okay, that you have something that they need. And you guys, a lot of you who followed me and who've gone through my trainings, we all know what we represent. And you know what we represent? We represent change. Now, understand also what comes with that. There's good things that come from change, but change creates fear and doubt. So you're representing two things, and they're mixed emotions because most people fear change. Now, you are that person, okay, that's going to create the fear within people, right? Which then what? Hinders your opportunity to get them to see what you got. So they kind of work against each other. We all know change doesn't always mean success, but success always means change. We all know that, right? Okay, so when you go out there and start talking to people, you got to understand you're communicating. But you have to know what makes people move. And what makes people move is this. People make decisions based on emotion. We're all very, very emotional. And, you know, that could be emotion based on the person's excitement to what they do. And I'm a firm believer in that. If you're not excited about what you're doing or the path you're on, it's going to show through your body language, through what you're saying to people. It's amazing what happens when you believe. So first step to be able to do this business correctly is you got to find something you believe in. And I'm telling you, that's a moving target. In the beginning, you know what most people believe in? Their product or service. Anything wrong with that? Of course not. You should believe in your product and service. But I'm telling you, that's going to evolve. And here's what I mean by that. When you believe in your product or service, it's usually enough to get you to make a decision. Because everybody says the same thing. How could I market something I don't believe in? Well, you've heard me talk about this a lot. Do I have to love McDonald's hamburgers to own the franchise? No, I just have to know there's a need for the McDonald's hamburger. There's a need out there for people that want indigestion or diarrhea. We know that, okay? So understand that when you get involved in your business, you're going to buy into your product. Great. Then you know what? That's what you need to lead with. But then I'm telling you, as you get more results, once you start to get people buying your product, and all of a sudden you got people that are buying into your business opportunity, I'm telling you, your belief takes another leap. You know now what it is? Now it's not a matter about the product. Now it's like, hey man, I'm really good. I don't need my product. It's just all about me. And you start looking at yourself in the mirror, winking, right? You're bought into you. And I'm telling you right now, okay, that's the journey that you're on. Once you believe in you, I'm telling you, it really doesn't matter, okay, what you're marketing, as long as there's a need for that product. So my first step for all of you is you gotta find something you're passionate about with your company. Maybe it is the opportunity, right? Maybe it is your product. Maybe it's the leadership. Maybe it's the kind of money some people are making. Whatever got you excited, you got to stay in that lane, because you cannot fake excitement. Very few people can fake excitement to get people to believe that you don't believe in what you're sharing with them. It's craziness, okay? So people make decisions based on emotion. It's the right word spoken with clarity and simplicity. And everybody's looking for those magic words, right? Well, I'm going to share with you, okay, some of your magic words. This will help people make intelligent decisions. Okay, decisions on what? Whatever you're offering. And this is where you're going to have to be balanced. You may lead with your product. And if that's all you talk about is your product, guess what? You may make a product sale. If that's your goal, then understand, and you got to now reverse engineer this into realistic expectations. If you're going to base your business and you want to become a multi-millionaire, you're not going to do it by just you selling a product. That's called a transactional sale. And you can only make so many sales personally. So if you want to go out there and change your financial situation, you got to get really good at balancing that. Yes, I have a great product, but quickly switching them over to the business attached to the product. My mentality has always been, okay, I'm going to lead with the opportunity, and the product sale will be my default position. If I can't get them into the business, they're damn well going to buy my product. So either way, I win. Okay, but I want you to know that as you go out there and communicate, you got to get balanced. And the only thing I'm going to share with you right now is you got to pick the door you're going to lead with. And you're going to lead with the thing that you believe in the most. If you got involved in the business and you start making money right away, I promise you your belief is in the opportunity. If you were brought into your company and someone led with the product to you, you'll probably lead with the product. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I'm making a point here 4 times because I just want you to check. What do you believe in? I was on a call last night. And first of all, she texted me and she said to me, if you have a few moments, I'd love to talk to you. And I remember her because she used to be on this particular call. But she wasn't in my group. But she was like a groupie. And I called her back because you never know, right? And she started just vomiting on me about her product. First of all, she started to put down, right, the company we used to be with. And I just tuned that out. And she started to tell me why she moved into another company. And it was all about the product. Nothing wrong with that. But it was all about double-blind studies. It was all about this very unique nutritional supplement, right? And all the things that it does and the testimonials. Okay, so I asked her a question. I said, who introduced you to this? And she said, my doctor. And I said, the doctor talked to you about what? He goes, how great the product is. Do you see what duplicates? No, I'm not making fun. She really believed in that product. And she never talked about the opportunity. She said, if you want to buy the product, I'm going to send you a link. So in my estimation, she's out of balance because she got involved because I know she wants to make money. But she never offered the opportunity to me. And then she sent me her link with her website to buy the product. Great. And guys, don't get me wrong. Nothing wrong with that. If you want to be a product salesperson. And I'm saying you want to lead with your product, but let people know there's a business attached to it. So now, the right words customized, right, will meet the needs of everybody because the right words will translate into some type of action. Okay, now what is the action? Because everybody has a testimonial. Okay, everybody has a testimonial. It's who you are, and this is where you're going to connect, right, your background. Why and when did you get involved with your business? Simplicity. Why and how did you get involved in your business? And here's the thing, guys. Your why should always relate to the person you're talking to. Why are you doing what you're doing? I want everybody to stop and think for 1 second. Why are you promoting the products that you are promoting? Why are you involved in the company you're involved with? Is it because you were just looking for a product result? Well, I could promise you the answer to that is no, because you wouldn't be on this type of call if you were just looking for a product result. You don't have to be on Success Zone to swallow your pills. You don't have to be on Success Zone to put the skin cream on your face. You don't have to be on Success Zone to wear the wearable, right? Or to promote a service. You just are a consumer, right? I don't attend the McDonald's board meetings because I ate the Big Mac. You follow me? Okay, it's the same thing here. So I do know everybody listening to me right now, you're in this for money. Say it, money. It's okay. You're in this because you see the business attached to it. Okay, you got to share that with people. This is how you're balanced. But understand your testimonial is all based on, right, your journey. And your journey has to relate to their journey. So understand, okay, sharing your testimonial. The why that you will share with people, the why, is all the reasons you were looking for an opportunity. Remember the why? It's so important. Why were you, stop everybody now for 1 second, why were you looking for an opportunity? Just think about this for 1 second. Why? Something wasn't right in your situation. What was it that was lacking? How many times have you guys heard my testimonial? 14 years, corporate America. Climbed the corporate ladder every single year. After 9 years, became vice president of sales and marketing for Bally Health Clubs. A year after my promotion, my company went into a corporate downsizing mode, which meant I was going to start making less money. My bills were such, and I was going to start making less, which put a financial strain on my family. My wife was a stay-at-home mom, and she did not want to go back to work and put the kids in daycare. And I was working 14-hour days. Corporate downsizing was all around me. I didn't know what to do. In other words, my situation changed. And because of the change in my situation, put me in a situation where I needed to make more money, but with no extra time, had no idea what to do. You follow me? Well, how many people relate to that story? A lot of people do. And then Lisa got involved because we needed to make extra income. And what turned out to be a supplemental income source retired me after 2 years. That's the testimony I've said for 25 years. 25 years. And I know everybody I talk to is looking for ways to make more money. They just don't know what to do. So sharing my testimonial is important. But in the beginning, guys, it's important to be mentally prepared. Anytime, anywhere, with anybody. So the first rule I tell everybody, create an outline. Write it out. Write it out. Okay, write out your story. Now remember, you're going to write out your complete story, but you're not going to tell your complete story to everybody you're talking to. Hi, John. I was born in Ohio in 1967. I was raised in my hometown. No. Okay, if that part of your story relates to the person, you're going to pull that part of the story. But you got to write out your story. And from the story, you will have a 2-minute testimonial. You'll have a 30-second testimonial. You'll have a 2-hour testimonial. This is the most powerful piece of your business, is your story. And if I can relate to your story in some way, shape, or form, it's going to intrigue me to want more information from you. Are you guys following this? This is how you do it. And you got to focus, once again, once you write out your outline, you got to focus on the message you want to send. Now, how do you determine what message you're going to send to the person? Well, if you're doing what every company is going to ask you to do in the beginning, you know what they're going to ask you to do? Start with your warm market, right? We all know the step 2 in every company out there is make your list and start with your warm market. Great, got it. Okay, now you know why they do that? You know why that's their step? Because you already know what message to send to your warm market. Well, how do you know what message to send to your warm market? Because you know them. You know their situation. You know where they live. You know the cars they drive. You know the jobs they have. You know the schedule they keep. So it's very easy to send the message to your warm market. That's why they do it. It's a good practice ground. Some people are wildly successful in their warm market. Some people just use it as a practice ground because you want to be able to understand why people do what they do. This is like remember when you're growing up and you were in some type of a sport, you went to practice every day? Okay, same thing here. You're going to get really good based on what you know about a person, on what message you need to send to them. But it's being mentally prepared that will give you the confidence when you speak to people. Now, why am I keep mentioning mentally prepared? Can I tell you why? Because one of the biggest fears for people is public speaking. And they said the number one way to overcome the fear of public speaking is to be prepared on what you're going to say. If you're prepared on what you're going to say, there's no fear, right? Well, that's why we say, and you might roll your eyes when I tell you to do this, but write it out. Write it out so you understand. How can you not know your own story? This is craziness, guys. How can you not know your own story? And I'm telling you, through your story, you could solve a lot of people's problems. When you finally realize and look at why you're doing what you're doing. So understand, as you do this, you're going to start to really focus in on what moves people. Okay? And what moves people is what's going to get people to the next step. You got to know this about people. Okay? And here's what moves them. Okay? It's words spoken with sincerity. Words spoken with sincerity and belief and conviction. From the heart, not the head. From your heart. Okay, this person's bugging me, so I'm going to stop his video. Okay? Because if you're going to be on video, at least be present. If not, just turn off your video, right? If you're going to, take a shower or doing whatever you're going to do, just turn off your video. I mean, see, this is stuff I keep talking about. If you can't be conscious here, how are you going to be conscious out there? See, I have nothing to gain or lose here. You're on here. You choose to be on here, so I'm going to talk to you straight. Some people, they get on these videos, and you don't know what the hell they're doing. And you wonder how they run their business. Just turn off your video. Okay? So here's what I mean. What moves people? It's words spoken with sincerity from the heart, not the head. This is where you get really good. It's not telling people what they want to hear. It's telling people what they need to hear. And I'm going to speak from my heart, and I'm going to let people know. I'm going to let my guard down. Sometimes you got to let your guard down and let people know the truth. What do they always say? The truth will set you free. The truth might not always recruit somebody, but I will tell you what the truth will do. It'll put you in a much higher realm when people look at you. Because a lot of people hide from the truth. And the more truth you tell, the more people realize I have to make a change. Right? Everybody says the same thing every day. Go get into conversations with people. How's it going? Everything's great. Do you believe everything is great for the person you're talking to? Everything's always just great? No, we got to unpeel the onion. This is our job. Every person that comes in front of you, every person has a problem they would love to solve. Do you know the opportunity you've chosen can help them solve the problem? And if they know you've gone through something similar, I'm telling you, it pulls them closer to you. So you can then represent your product or opportunity, right, that can help them change their situation. But if the person just believes you're just talking with words, right, and nothing from the heart, it's just stuff. See, this is how you become a professional. And because you know that you know. I know I got something. It must be communicated right through excitement and enthusiasm. And I'm not talking about standing on your head and jumping up and down. But people have to sense that you are excited about something. They have to see something different within you if you're talking to somebody that you communicate on a weekly basis to or a daily basis. Because if no one sees a real difference, what's going to excite them? Okay, it's got to be full of belief and conviction. Right? Now, once again, what did I say in the beginning? If you were paying attention, what do you really believe in right now? And where you're at right now with your company, what do you really believe in? That's what you got to lead with. There's no right or wrong answer there. It's just wherever your belief is. If it's in your product, then damn it, lead with that product. It opens doors. It certainly opens doors. It gets you some confidence because you'll at least talk about it. If you don't believe in your opportunity and you don't believe in the money you've made so far, why would you talk about that? How's it going? Well, I haven't made any money yet. Okay, how do I get involved with you? Who wants that? You don't believe in what you're doing? Can I get involved? No. You follow me? And see, this is the craziness that some people talk about. Talk about what you believe in. Okay, now watch. This is the most important rule to the testimonial. People will follow you if you really believe in what you're talking about. So keys to the testimonial, okay? Edification of leadership and system. Always, always, if you're not getting the results you want to get from an opportunity standpoint, share the stories of people who are. Every company that's represented on this call right now, you have people who have done very well in that company. Get to know their testimonials, guys. Get to know their testimonials. Maybe it's the simple program you're involved with. Right? I've always knew my upline stories. Because what if my story doesn't relate to the person I'm talking to? Right? If I'm in corporate America and I'm talking to somebody that's a teacher, he may have some similar things about, time and money, but maybe then I tell a teacher story or a physician story. I got to match the story to the person I'm talking to. And so this is why it's so important to be present, to know all the people in your company's stories. Because facts tell, but stories sell. Facts tell, but stories sell. So it's the right message. And the message always has to be sent that your program is simple. And let me tell you something. Every program out there has a simple message. It's very simple. Okay? You're always addressing the needs and wants through your testimonial. The only way to find out people's needs and wants is to listen first. Listen. And I'm telling you, if you listen and you lead the conversation, we've talked about this last week a little bit, leading the conversation, not just how's it going, everything's fine. Now you're dead in the water. But if you lead the conversation and say, where are you from? What kind of business are you in? Are you married? Right? Remember Flop? If you lead the conversation, I promise you, you're going to start to hear all the things that are wrong in that person's situation. This is what we have to do, guys. It's time freedom. This is what you're going to hear. No time, no freedom, need more money. I would love more lifestyle control. Now, do we not have an opportunity for this? Does your company that you represent not have a way to help solve these problems? Of course they do. So here's the key to your success. Let your guard down then. Expose yourself. Once I find out about Brian and Brian's problems, right? And everything that Brian's facing, because I asked some probing questions, I can then expose myself. I could let my guard down. This will open him up even more. Because now he's going, wow, this guy's real. Yeah, I'm real. Here's my question. Are you real? My job is to get them to be as real as they can to me. And I'm telling you, if you do this, you will make yourself memorable. Tell a quick story. Lisa and I went to a Las Vegas show on Saturday night, okay? And afterwards, Lisa goes, man, I'm starving. So we went to this nightclub, right? And we sat there for a second. We had a drink. And Lisa goes, I got to eat. So we went down to because it had to be something fast, right? Because there was a good band starting. And so we were at Caesar's Palace, and we're in line for a slice of pizza. So in front of us, there's this couple, right? And Lisa goes, I don't want pizza. And she went somewhere else to get something fast. We were in the food court, okay? And I started a conversation with this couple. And I said, where are you guys from? They said, oh, we're from Ohio. I said, they go, this is our 5th year anniversary. I go, oh, that's so nice, 5 years. I go, well, you got a ways to go. We've been married 32 years. Conversation, right? They said, oh my God, 32 years. What's your advice? And I gave my advice. I go, let me tell you, you got to always have a date night. I go, you guys have kids? What have I done already in 3 seconds? Where are they from? Why are they here? Do they have kids? 2 kids. How old? 4 and 1. Oh my gosh. Okay. When my wife got involved in our business, our kids were 4 and 1. And I changed the subject. They said, well, what's your advice? I said, always have a date night and always put each other first. And then we started just talking. And we started talking. Okay, we're in line. We're in line for pizza. And I said, what kind of business are you in? And she starts to talk about this product. And I said, oh, you're in multi-level. She goes, how did you know? I said, well, remember I told you my wife got involved in our business. Our kids were 4 and 1. It was network marketing. And she retired me after 2 years. She goes, oh my gosh, what kind of company? And I said, Uber Medicine. Okay, a lot of you guys don't know what we do, okay? I'm not promoting my company, but that's what I do. We have Uber. Oh my, conversation. Okay, I said, listen, okay, I know you're very excited about what you do. I go, but let me tell you what we're doing. We're looking for some people. We're just launching. And I sent them my email, right? But what did I do? I built a rapport. I'm talking about in line for pizza. I knew everything about that couple. I gave them marital advice, okay? And I got this text last night sitting watching TV with Lisa, okay? And here's what it says. Hang on. And I'm not saying I'm all that, but I am pretty good. And I'm just trying to show you how to be good, okay? His name is, I gotta find it now. Anyway, it said, hey, Jeff, it's so-and-so. Okay, I won't tell you his name. Met you in line for pizza at Caesar's Palace. My wife and I are so intrigued, we could not get your story out of our head. Memorable. We want to know more about what you guys are doing. And I'm telling you because I'm mentally prepared. No matter where I am, in literally 6 minutes in line, I found out everything I need to find out. I got what I wanted in, out, and I became memorable. Now, I don't know what's going to happen. Makes no difference what's going to happen. I want to make sure you guys get this point. Makes no difference what's going to happen. You think your success is based on whether that guy gets involved. No, your success is you did what you were supposed to do the right way. That's your success every time. It's not the outcome. The outcome's going to come if I go out there and do what I do every day. It cannot not happen. But most of you don't do it enough to get the results you want to get. That's the thing. I didn't have to talk to that couple in line. I didn't have to, but I liked their energy. I liked the way they were interacting. They were funny. They were laughing. And all I did was say hi. And then look what happened in 6 minutes. I promise you, though, I promise, I'll bring you back up to speed. They'll get involved. He called me. He texted me back. But I made sure before I got a line, go take my number. You never know, brother. You never know. And I didn't put down what she was doing. I said, oh my gosh, supplements? I did supplements for 25 years. We made millions of dollars in supplements. And then I told Lisa, and here comes Lisa. I go, here's Lisa. She retired me. And she would just repeat this. And she goes, our kids now are 27 and 24. And she started talking about not the business, about don't blink, right? Spend time with your kids. They're going to grow up very quickly. Memorable. We let our guard down. but I took advantage of that opportunity. Now, are you guys understanding what this means now? Be prepared. Be prepared. Tell people. That's why I say write out your testimonial. And you're going to know what to pick from that testimonial based on who you're talking to. And remember, all the problems that you faced, all the problems you have faced is exactly why you got involved in the company you've chosen. If everything in your life was perfect, you wouldn't have been looking for an opportunity, right? Your job now is to simply give direction and just know what your business offers. Know all the things. Now you know why I show. Hang on, I'm going to do it again. Let me close all this. Hang on. Checking all my people out. Okay, everybody's, see, look at Sonia's front and center. I think she actually looks at the screen and goes, am I perfectly in the middle? All right, hang on. All right, so hang on one second. You know what I'm going to put up, right? See, when you know the slide that I'm going to put up, I don't know if that means I'm just a creature of habit or I know that I know. I'll figure that out later. Okay, I think it's here. Hang on. But that story that I just told you, okay, is something that no matter what, we do every day. No matter where we are. And people go, well, even when you're making a lot of money? Yes. Even when you're the vice president of sales? Yes. Of course. How can you turn off something, okay, that you are passionate about? And this is the step that a lot of people need to make. If this becomes like, do I have to talk to another person? I'm telling you guys, you got to look for another opportunity. See, that just came natural to me. This is what I was looking for. Okay. This just became natural to it's too much. I cannot not do it. It's just embedded in me. And I didn't know what was going to come out of it, but I do know my job, my goal every time I talk to somebody is to stay memorable. And I'm telling you, conversation makes you memorable because most people just have surface conversations. If you have a meaningful conversation and you really care about the person you're talking to and you really want to find out, I'm giving marital advice in a line to get pizza. Because I asked them two questions. Where are you from and why are you here? I'm from Ohio. We're here for our 5th anniversary. And I took advantage of that and said, wow, 5 years? I remember 5 years. We've been married 32 years. I'm not going to go through it again with you. But I'm just trying to get you to understand you got to maneuver. It's not just, I love my product. It has double-blind studies. And if you take my product, you'll have more memory. You'll lose weight, right? Your skin will be better. That could be good, but you got to get real with people. You see what it says? The real opportunity here. This is the real opportunity. The opportunity to own your own business. The opportunity to earn extra income. Yes, I'm going to say it again because it has to be embedded in you. To be paid what you're worth, to earn residual income and have a system that you can leverage and a group of people that you're going to want to be around. Who doesn't want something on this slide? That's your testimonial. You got to create the outline. Take the time today and do it. And now you know, here's my ammunition. And based on who I'm talking to and the problems that I'm hearing, I'm going to pick a certain part of my story that's going to relate to this person. And then I'm going to make sure they know, so some of you you'll relate, but you won't then lead them into you have a way to help them solve their problem. You'll just relate. Now, that's better than not relating, but you got to take it to the next step. And this is why I got involved with my new company. What kind of company? And now you could go into all these things. Well, you know, I was always looking for a way to own my own business. I didn't have the financial wherewithal. And over here, I don't have financial wherewithal. I have the same tax advantages of any other business. But the real thing, John, that I was looking for, I needed to make money now. I wasn't making the kind of money I used to make. So now I'm on a business plan. Listen to my words, everybody, if you haven't made money yet. I'm on a business plan to make an extra $2,500 a month, which is going to give me an opportunity to grow an income where I'm going to make 6 figures my first year. Whatever your business plan is. Because you know what? Every day I think about it, I would love to fire my boss. I would love a way that I could be paid what I was worth. But in the back of my mind, I kept thinking to myself, you know, working my day job, how long can I keep doing this? I knew I was going to need some form of residual income, and what I was doing could never give me that. So if I was really to think about having time freedom and money freedom, which is really what I was always looking for, I needed to make a change. And I found something that had a proven system for success. We're on a sincere group of people that are offering me coaching, different turnkey programs I could get involved with a weekly calendar of events and a social media platform, which is the hottest thing now. Everything's social media. Now, you see what I just did? Did I not just tell a story, incorporated everything that I knew our business gave somebody? Didn't I give them something to bite on? You see the practice? Practice and do it again, and practice and do it again, and go out there and practice and do it again, and talk to another person and do it again, and get good at maneuvering. Get good at listening and going, oh my God, I did really good. That person told me a problem. I picked a problem that I had in my story. I related that problem to the person. Oh, shoot, I forgot to talk about the opportunity though. Okay, go do it again. Go do it again. And this is how you get good. You think you're just going to be good because you got involved in your company? No, now here comes the practice. This is what a lot of people will never tell you. You got to go out there and do it every single day. Show me something that anybody has accomplished anything in that didn't do it every day. Okay. And now it may be, you know what? I'm getting better. I wrote out my story. And I got better. I said hi to somebody today. And then I got better and I listened. I asked about their family, where they live, their occupation, and I related. So you see how you get better every day? And this is how you become a professional in this industry. It's really, really starts with sincerely caring about people. And when you care, you'll give, and you'll give, and you'll give. And when you give, you'll eventually get. But we want to sometimes get first before we give. It's backwards. That's the truth. That's the opportunity. And you think you're involved in multi-level? No, it's called people. It's called people. And whatever, right, that example I just gave you, right, I just knew at that point. Now, you know how many times I've done this and I don't get the call back? Doesn't matter. I do know they're going to remember me. I want them to remember this face. I want them to remember this smile. I want them to feel and remember my energy. regardless of the outcome. And see, some of you, you'll go through the whole day today and no one will even know who you are. And you say, I'm in the people business. Really? Well, how many people even know you're in the business? Well, I sent out 50 texts. Good start. Did you set up that text before you sent it? Did you relate to the person before you? I could go on and on. But that's the testimonial training today. Okay? So I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Appreciate you guys. Didn't mean to yell at you today. Well, I guess I did. Yes, I did. I did mean to yell at you. Okay? I'll see you guys later. This has been recorded and it's archived. Thanks.